Ah, logic. To make things cheaper, Donald Trump is doubling the price. To fix healthcare, he's cutting benefits and making prescriptions more expensive. Makes perfect sense. And you may have heard that Donald Trump just signed an executive order this past week imposing a 100% tariff on patented pharmaceutical products from companies that have not struck a most favored nations pricing deal with his administration. Trump says that this order is to lower drug prices. Yet the mechanism is a tariff that instantly doubles the cost of prescription drugs. The goal is cheaper prescription drugs. The tool is doubling the price of prescription drugs. And sorry, I didn't notice because I was busy trying to cool my house by opening the oven. It's the same thing going on here. But I want to try this new math to see if we can make it make sense. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Spoiler alert, we can't. Here's how the White House is explaining it, right? If a pharmaceutical company wants to avoid this 100% tariff, it can do one of two things. One, the preferred path, negotiate a most favored nation pricing deal with the Department of Health and Human Services, agreeing to sell drugs in America at the same price that they're selling them in other countries. Option two, commit to building your manufacturing facility here in the United States, in which case they will drop the tariff down to 20% during construction. But as soon as the building is complete, your tariff's going to jump right back up to 100%. So the reward for building your factory in America, your tariff discount expires the minute your factory is finished being built. You build it, you lose your discount. That's somehow how the Trump administration structured an incentive. The person who came up with this idea has not, to my knowledge, been fired or checked in somewhere for a mental health evaluation. We're thinking about you, sir or ma'am, whoever you might be. We do know that American consumers on any tariff have paid over 90% of the burden there, the tariff burden. And why is it always them? Why am I always going back to the Cato Institute, the libertarian think tank, which I rarely agreed with, because they usually love corporations more than most people. And they published a piece that said the White House still can't grasp that Americans pay U.S. tariffs. And apparently this still needs explaining, especially to the toddler-in-chief, Donald Trump. When the U.S. imposes a tariff on an imported product, the foreign company doesn't pay the tariff. It's the importer, the American side, that pays the tariff when the goods enter the country. That American importer has to make up that cost somehow. So they pass it on to consumers. Every economist agrees on this. Every economist except for the ones inside the White House. It's not contested. It is a simple math problem. Meanwhile, usually the bad guys, the pharmaceutical industry trade group, PHRMA, immediately said that the tariffs will increase costs. When drug companies say something will make drugs more expensive, you probably want to listen to them because that's generally a thing that they would know. And there are some confusing details here. It really is mind-boggling. Generic drugs, which is what most Americans have, are exempt for now, but they'll be reassessed in 1 year. Biosimilars, same thing. Countries that already have trade deals get lower rates. The EU and Japan, it's 15%. The UK, 10%. So the countries with the most pharmaceutical manufacturing capacity get the discounted rates. And the tariff is going to fall hardest on the places like India and Singapore where generic drugs are made cheaply and shipped here. The drugs most Americans actually rely on, generics, they're not going to be touched for now. The drugs that are patented and therefore already expensive are the ones that are getting the 100% tariff. So to make the expensive drugs cheaper, we're going to double their price and make them more expensive. Makes total sense in the Trump regime. And we're going to continue to make sense here. Just hit that subscribe button, hit the notification icon, drop us a like or a comment. All of your interactions help keep us making stories like this one.